Okay, in this video, what we're going to do is go through and finish up and do a cleanup. I also noticed that from our last one right here in our power up collision, I had misspelt good. So make sure that this is stating to good. And with this, we're going to create that function. We're going to call this cleanup. And remember, prior to this, we already had a call to this function. So if we just look for cleanup, right up here at the top inside of our game loop, we had that commented out. So let's go ahead and uncomment that. And let's go right back down to that bottom. And inside here, we're just going to create some for loops to go through and start removing everything from the stage. Now there's several different ways that we could do this. We could just come in and type it out. We could go back through and find all of the areas where we created the first for loops. Okay, I'm just going to type this out. So we're creating a for loop. Variable CUB is going to be a number equal to 0. CUB is less than the bullet number. So we're going to start with our bullet numbers. Then CUB plus plus. Inside here, we're just going to say remove child. We're going to say this bullet plus CUB. Yeah, let's put that in the brackets, parentheses, semicolon. Okay, so let's make sure everything's good off of that. So basically, this is just going to go through once the game is over and remove all of those bullets. I'm just going to copy this. Let's go right after it, and let's change our for loop to ES for the enemy ships. ES on our enemy ships, we called it eShip, and this should be ES. That's what we have up here. And we could always go through and just find some enemy ships that are up here as well. So we can see, make sure everything's spelt exactly the same. We could copy that, just come right back down and paste that over the top just to make sure everything is exactly the same. So again, I'm going to come right after this. Okay, let's go ahead and copy that. And we're going to change ES to EB for enemy bullets now. Now going through this, what else do we need to change? Because we're missing something here. Well, not everything is set up on our bullet numbers. Okay, so we need to change that to enemy bullets. Up here for our enemy ships, we need to call that our enemy number. Okay, so our enemy number is up here. Okay, let's go ahead and take this and paste. And so we got our bullets, our enemy ships, our enemy bullets. Now we need our rocks. So CUR, so clean up rocks. And this is going to be our rock num. It's not number, rock num. And we want to remove our rock and CUR. And let's come down one more time. Let's put a space in there. And these are going to be our power-ups, so CUP. And this is actually our PU num. Let's see, did we use num? What do we use up here? Yeah, pu num. Just want to make sure we get everything correct. Pu num. And the CPU, CUP, and this is power. So let's check our syntax. Everything looks good there. Let's go ahead and test this. And I'm just going to kind of sit here and die a little bit. So we can go through. Okay. Now let's get this down just a little bit. Don't want to quite die. I want to make sure that we have plenty of stuff out here, at least some rocks, an enemy ship, some of our bullets, and you can see everything has vanished except our ship. And we're just going to take our ship and place him back at the starting spot. So we could even come up here and let's find out where our ship does a hit test. Okay. And I think this is actually going to be up here at the top. So we're going to take this guy. Let's go ahead and copy those lines. Our ship.x equals 35. Our ship.y equals 35. So when he is killed, we place him back off to the left-hand side of the stage. So, and I'm just going to paste that right inside here. Okay. And the last thing that we're also going to do is come over here into the game over. And inside here, first thing we're going to do is we need to tell this to stop, even though we're doing a go to and stop on this. And then we're going to say our final score dot text, because this is a text field. It's going to equal our string score. Let's put a colon space, close that, plus our score. Okay, so now our score will also show up, and that needs to be a plus, not an equals, on our game over. So let's go through, let's add to our score, let's go ahead and die as well. Not going to worry about any power-ups at this point. If I can avoid them, because I want to die quickly. In CV, like right in here, we could go through, and as our score adds up, we could go through and change how many ships actually start coming out. So remember, we went through and changed that. Okay, so you can see game over, our score. What's our final score? Our enemy ship has been brought back off to the side. Okay, there's still a lot of things that we could do to this to make it better, make it more interesting. Again, when our ship hits the rocks, we could destroy the rocks, add to the score, decrease our health. If our score reaches a certain point, is bring out a boss. Maybe there's a big ship that's releasing all these little ships. Bring out that boss and set up a health on him as well. And go through and you have to destroy that. And maybe instead of sending him all the way down, is maybe once he reaches the center of the stage, he just kind of sits there and dances back and forth, moves up and down, and you have to go through and destroy certain parts of that ship for it to actually explode and that first level to be over. So you could still take this game into that next phase or that next step. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys learned a lot. If you have any questions about this, don't hesitate to email me, and we could definitely create something else. If you guys need a more explanation on anything, definitely let me know as well. All right. Thanks for watching, and be looking for some more down the line sometime.